Hello guys, Kid 1960 here with my third attempt at videoing my main system. Those of you who've been on my channel before have probably noticed that the two previous videos are gone. I got rid of the first one because it had the setup when the room still hadn't been tidied up a bit. It had the ugly carpeting and all that crap, and I took that out. And then the second video that I got rid of was just an update showing the room. So I decided to get rid of those and do two more. This first video will just be about the gear and the room. And then the second video, I'm going to do something that's been requested, and that's play some music. And I have an iPhone 11 now, which seems to do a better job at pictures and audio than my old digital camera. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm just going to be talking, or trying to, without tripping over my own tongue. But anyway, well, let's start with the room. First, I've got a rug here from RC Willie to capture the first bounce from the Magicos. And now let's take a rack eye view of the rest of the room, so you guys can see what the room is really like. Got a good big couch in the corner. The leather seat's what I sit in when I'm in listening mode. The King Crimson artwork is a recent addition. Picked that up from Hyper Gallery, and it is signed by Mr. Fripp himself. Right there. And stamped with Mr. Barry Godber's, who passed away the year after he did this artwork. All right, and give you a bird's eye view here of the room. Okay. That should give you a better idea. Now, the gear. Everything sits in the Stillpoints rack. The amplifier sits on the Stillpoints amp stand. And topping things off here, we have a Technics 1200 G turntable. The cartridge is a Lyra Kleos, which I've had for a little over 2 years now. Still seems to be tracking well. Don't have to change get the stylus redone yet. That's a Stillpoints LPI record weight. Oh, and a KAB fluid damper. Below that, we have my Esoteric K-01X, which handles all of my digital. Below that, we have a Parasound JC3+. The preamp duties are handled by a Baby Music First Audio Baby Reference passive preamp. And then power provided by Synergistic Research Powercell Tennessee. And element copper tungsten cable plugging into a Tesla wall outlet back there somewhere. And then the amplifier, which is normally a Hegel H30. My Hegel has developed a problem in the right channel, so now I'm using this Proceed HPA2, which I've had for over 2 decades. I just had it given the once over and some parts replaced a couple years ago, so it's doing a really good job driving the Magicos, I have to say. It's a slightly warmer sound than the Hegel. It doesn't quite illuminate the sound stage like the Hegel does, but good solid amp. Any of you guys looking for a good solid state amp on the used market, I highly recommend these old Proceed amps. They were made by Mark Levinson. Okay. And the speakers, of course, as I mentioned before, Magico Q3s, which I picked up secondhand. And I've had these for about 5 years now. Serial numbers 7 and 8. So I'm assuming these are the 4th pair ever built. And they are still performing flawlessly. acoustic treatments. I have 3 of these Stillpoints Aperture panels, one right behind the rack, and then 2 side by side here off to the right of the listening position. This is the first reflection point on this side. And the first reflection point on the left side is the hallway leading into my music room and bathroom and bedroom. And I just brought down the GIK bass traps here and put them in the corner. They were sitting upstairs and figured I'd bring them down. And they have helped a bit. Then I added one more GIK panel right here on this window. It's behind the speaker, but blocking off that window still helped. Acoustics, incredible. Some strange things that happen with acoustics. Okay, and then I also have some Synergistic Research HFTs. One there, a couple off to the one side, one right there on the sill. So 15 of these spread throughout the room. They help clean up the trouble. They do work, believe it or not, guys. I know some of you think it's snake oil, but they do what they say they're going to do. There's an FEQ device there on the floor. The cabling is all Shunyata Research Etron series. Pythons on the cabling for the speakers. And a mix of Anaconda, Cobra, Python behind the, for the electronics. Okay, so I think I've about covered it all. So that's the end of this video. Next video will be me trying to capture some sound with this fancy new phone, my first smartphone. I've finally joined the 21st century, and that should be interesting. The microphones in this evidently are have stereo capturing ability, so I'm kind of curious how that's going to turn out. Anyway, thanks for your patience, and you guys all have a good day.